Hello, Scorpio Sun, Libra Rising. My name is Tanya, and I'll be doing a year ahead reading for you. This is going to cover November through October. So I'll be pulling one card per month, and then I'll also pull a card from the bottom of the deck. I do tend to read intuitively over the traditional meanings of the cards. I can speak. So sometimes if you are a avid tarot user, my messages may stray from the norm for the cards because that's what's coming through for my guides. And I have agreed to let them, well, I have agreed to do this and use my intuition and the messages that flow through to me. There we go. Now with a Libra rising, people may see you as someone who is very much about fair play, if you will. Libra is about balance. So they like things that where everybody wins sometimes, right? Why does there have to be a loser? Why can't we all just get along? It can be very much about justice too. Although sometimes you may also have a hard time making the decision because, well, you like all of them. So why do you have to choose just one? That's what's coming through here. Libra is also associated with the planet of Venus, which is all about your possessions and pride in them and liking the best in life. And with your sun, with Libra as your rising, your sun is most likely, not always, but most likely in the second house, which is the house of personal finances and possessions. So you could be an accountant very easily, very much so, or someone who's involved with finances in some way, or someone who's involved, wow, okay, even in the sale of finer things. Okay. And with your sun in the second house, so Scorpio in the second house, and the sun is there in its finances. I mean, you just may you could be triggered by money and budgets in some cases. Your emotions are very much tied to how that's going, to how your finances are going. Because you take a lot of pride in what you put together there. And you do a lot of research on it. And you really want it all to turn out well. So when things don't go right, that may have it could feel devastating to you. But there is always a way to fix it, or there's always another way to go about it. As your Libra rising would say. Well, let's figure it out. What's the best and fairest way to make this work? Okay, let's see what the cards have. What messages we have come through. Scorpio Sun, Libra Rising. Year ahead. Okay, November. December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. You have some major transformations coming up over this next year on how you view things and how you react to things and who you look to for advice or support. That's just the initial thing coming up from what I see here. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. So Pentacles are about material things, and they can be about money, they can be about abundance, they can be about how you attain things, or it can be about your home or work. It's also possible it's for work too. The Six of Pentacles is about a give and take. So it is kind of about finding that energy balance when it comes to a budget or to an exchange of money or an exchange of goods and services. Making sure that both sides and both needs are being met. It feels very much Libra-like here. So balance, and it's between two different people or two different entities too. So keep that in mind as we go forward here. So we're starting off these next 3 months with 3 major arcana cards. Those are the things that indicate like that major shift in your ideals, your beliefs, or how you process things, etc. So let's see what we have here. Here in November, we're starting off with the Magician, the first card in the major arcana. The Magician has all the tools and the knowledge and the connections needed in order to create things, to manifest things. He is the master manifester. So there may be something that you've been working on that you actually realize in November, that you attain it in November. It comes to fruition. You acquire it, etc. But you make it happen here in November. Whatever this is that you've been pursuing or trying to make happen, happens in November. Is that all we want for that one? Yep. So whatever it is you've been working on, by the end of the month, you should realize it, or there should be some major movement on it by the end of this month. And then we're moving to the Lover's card, the 6th card in the major arcana. This can be literally about lovers. It can also be just about a contract between two people. Again, two people, making sure you're both on the same page, that you both have something of value out of the relationship or the connection or the contract. So December is going to be about making sure you're on the same page as your partner in whatever way partner means to you. Making sure that you both are expecting the same things out of the relationship, or even just making sure and taking the time to spend with each other, or spend the time to figure it out and make sure that both parties have what they need, that the needs are being met. Yes, that is December. And then in January, we have Temperance. Temperance is about, it's a card of moderation, about finding balance. There we go. It's also a card of alchemy. So this could be where you're transforming, or alchemy really wants to come forward here for you in January. It's like silver into gold, gold into silver kind of thing. So maybe you're just changing your investments, or you have certain or you're reinvesting, but maybe in a different area or a different type of investment area. That's all I'm going to go with, because I don't want to get into specifics. Get it all wrong. But make sure you have a balanced portfolio. There we go. So it could be a balanced portfolio. Essentially, they're saying don't make big moves or don't make major changes. Focus on maintaining balance, keeping an even keel, if you will, in January, which aligns with this. So far, all those have aligned with that. And then we come into February with the 5 of Pentacles. More Pentacles for you. Fives can be about challenges, little like tests the universe throws at you at different points in time. So this may be a test for you. Well, it is a test for you here in February. It's where you kind of feel like maybe you got left out of a transaction, or like you are being excluded specifically from something. But that's just how you feel about it. They may not know that you're interested. They may not know that you want to participate. You need to take control of that. You need to not wallow in the self-pity, and instead go get the key, open the door, and say, hey, what are you guys doing? What's going on? What's the opportunity? I may be interested. Tell me more. Or, I need help figuring this out. How would you go about doing this? That kind of thing. Or maybe you don't have the advice. Here you need the advice, or you want to be part of the action. And it's up to you to insert yourself into the situation, or to ask them for help, or to ask for advice. They are available and very happy to help, but you need to initiate that. You need to ask. That's in February. And then in March, it appears that you do take those steps, that you do ask about it, that you do help yourself by asking for help. Another major arcana card, 21, which is the final card in the major arcana. This means achieving it's the ending of the journey. It is for the Fool as he's going through the major arcana. You have learned all the things, all the lessons. You have the knowledge, you have the tools, and you are now ready to step out into the world with what you have learned and share it with the world, or use it to take a new path. Bring that knowledge with you as you move forward. So this is like a graduation month for you. In March, you graduate. Congratulations. So this could be a success in finances. It could have something to do with this contract here. Or maybe this is something you put into or started the manifestation process with here, where you did some planning back in November, and now you are achieving it or seeing the results of that here in March. It's a good month for you. And then we have, for April, the Two of Pentacles. Again, yes, you guys get a lot of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is again about balance. This is kind of more literal to that financial budget, or finding balance in your investments again. Actually, no, more of a work-life balance. So don't get so caught up in work, or so caught up in managing the finances and constantly checking your investments and being obsessed about it. This is saying no, make sure you're going out and having fun. Make sure you are spending at least a little bit of money maybe on something that's fun and frivolous, something that's lighthearted, something that's not so serious. You want to have a balance here in April. So make sure in April you take time, or that you're very aware. No, plan for it actually. Plan for some fun in April to balance out work or other heavy things that may be going on that month. It's a very fine line, because you don't want to take one side or the other to take over, because it's just going to throw things out of balance. There we go with the balance word for you also. Two of Pentacles. Make sure you're working on a work-life balance here. It just may be tough that month. Maybe in April, maybe you work on taxes and that hitting those deadlines. Find a way to plan for some time off, or some at least little things that help bring you out of that work and busy brain and into more of your intuition and emotional side, to give yourself less stress, to ease stress, etc. Then down here in May, we have the Six of Swords. Swords are about our thoughts, our knowledge, education. The Six of Swords is being ready to move on from some conflict, some ideas, something from the past that you may have just recently went through, or maybe it's just a whole new thought process for you. You're ready to leave behind the old way, the old beliefs, and you're moving forward with a new attitude, with new ideas, looking for something that speaks more to who you are now. So she has her bag there, she's in the boat, and they're pulling her quite swiftly through the water over the emotions, right? So this is putting a lot of thought into it because it is swords, and not letting your emotions overcome or control the decisions. Don't let the emotions control the decisions that you're making here in May. Yeah, that feels like the right one. Don't let your emotions, so perhaps something comes up, maybe because you did. Hopefully you succeeded in finding some balance here. This may be more downtime where you have more time to process things. But try to, in this case specifically, probably because it's related, it feels like, to work and money. Trust your intuition, but don't get overwhelmed by your emotions in the month of May. Make sure you're making some sound, logical decisions that feel right. Don't feel fearful, etc. like that. They should feel hopeful and excited for the future. In June, we have Judgment, another major arcana card for you. Judgment is about leveling up, about ascending. You have been judged and you passed, if you will. A major life test or life experience that you've pushed through, that you have mastered. There, that's the word I want. So this is like gaining mastery of the self. And with all this teal in here, I'm feeling a lot of heart energy, actually. So really trusting, and I think it comes from this, where you use that blending of the logic and your intuition and emotions, and didn't let the emotions sweep you away off on some irresponsible thing. You maintained the balance that you need and made some sound decisions. This is a card of success. So you are realizing and seeing and feeling the success of these last several months of overcoming your challenges, of maintaining a steady course and balance in your life, and making some really wise decisions about how to move forward. So you're feeling that, and you're seeing a lot of the results now here in June of what you have worked on so far. And in July, you celebrate. You get together with some close friends or family. Could be just your pets, you never know. But you take time to celebrate, to get together with the few close friends, maybe that you haven't seen in a while, and just enjoy each other's company, get caught up on what everybody's had going on over the last year or last few months, however long it's been, and just taking the time to be present with the people that you're with your community, with the people who support you, believe in you 100%, and will back you up every time. This is a month in July of reconnecting. That's what I'm feeling for you. Reconnecting. Now in August, we have the Page of Cups. And what I'm getting here is use your imagination. So in August, you need to use your imagination. You need to be creative about how you go about something. Cups, again, about our emotions and intuition, but the Page of Cups in particular has a very wild imagination, or can have a very wild imagination. Trust your instincts in this case. Trust your intuition in this case. Play with it. So this may trigger some new ideas, some new things to do. Maybe you're going to take up a hobby. But this is about having some fun and use your imagination. I would be excited to learn what you guys have going on in August of next year. And what kind of creative thing are you going to be working on or thinking about or making decisions on? Now, creative can cover many areas. It could be literal art or artistic endeavor. It could be how to code something. It could be how to manage some finances. Whatever that is for you, where you use your imagination, have fun with it. Enjoy. Could be a new planner for the next year that you get, or maybe you want to try bullet journaling for the next year. Who knows? But have fun. And then we come to September with the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles, fours are about stability, about foundation. Think of four legs of a table, four legs of a chair. It's a very solid foundation on which to build off of. This feels like you have this very solid budget in place. You know where everything's going. It's consistent. You're minding your pennies. So maybe you're doing even some extra saving here based on what maybe your imagination came up with here in August. In September, in September, you may start up a new or separate savings account for a specific thing that you want to do, for a specific project, vacation, or something that you want to purchase in the future. You have a plan in place. And it's like your little side money, the side hustle. There we go. Some of you may start a little side hustle or come up with a little side hustle or something to save some extra money or put some money aside for some very specific purpose that makes you excited. And if you hear those noises, that is my dog in the background waking up and hoping I'll take her out soon. Your final card here for October is the Eight of Cups. This is about walking away from some emotional ties or old behaviors that used to hold you back or kept bringing you back into the drama or would stop you from moving forward. This is you saying, no, I'm beyond that now. It's no longer part of who I am. I'm letting it go. I am walking away and taking my own path, going toward my own future. I'm forging a new emotional path for myself, a new emotional pathway for myself. I don't know what's coming up ahead, but I'm ready for whatever it is, and I know it's not going to be what's always happened in the past. So fresh, new experiences, things that bring you joy, more of a focus on enjoying life and sticking with the high vibe people and experiences and letting go of the things that would always bring down your energy or the negative people or attitudes, etc. Beliefs, negative beliefs even for yourself. Leaving that behind and starting a new journey for you. What makes you happy? You're going to find out. You already have some good ideas here. But sound budgeting is what it sounds like for this next year. Pursuing new opportunities, learning more about new different ways to invest your money maybe, or spend your money, or create money, etc. But making sure your foundations are solid, your connections are solid, and moving forward into the future with confidence and complete belief in yourself. That is what I have for my Scorpio Sun, Libra Rising people. Please hit that like button and please click subscribe, and help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.